Hello, everyone. I just got back a couple days ago from our Mexico mission. You can see some of the equipment that we haven't quite put away yet from that experience. It's incredible. I can't wait to do it again. I can't believe we actually built a house. It's a small house, no plumbing, no electric. We did it in 4 days, and the crew was 11 teenagers from our youth group and 7 adults. And it was an experience that kind of combined a variety of things. For example, we were camping, cooking our own meals in the middle of the Sonoran desert, flat. It was windy, it was cold at night. So just that rugged experience is good for us all. We had the experience of doing manual labor, of learning a trade. I mean, mixing concrete with some of these wheelbarrows and tools. Some of us discovered we were really good with a hammer. Some of us made some progress. And we also had like a retreat experience. I mean, every day the kids were doing reflection on their experience. Where was God in the day? We also had Mass together. And Jesus shows up. We were serving a really poor family in the slum of Mexico. So many beautiful things all tied up together. So it was super formative and a real impact on me. But the greatest impact was on this family. So I met the mom and dad the day we arrived on site, and I shake the dad's hand, and he's kind of glancing around. I overheard him and his wife talking to each other at one point that first day where they said something like, "They all look so young." And I could only imagine they were thinking, they're going to build us a house? And we did! 4 days later, the family comes back, and there's the house. I shake the gentleman's hand. I say, "Hey, what do you think of your house?" And I look back at him, and he's just staring at me. And he won't let go of my hand. And he says to me, "You have no idea what this means for us." And then he gave me a hug, and he says, "I have no words." Then we all gathered. He brought some of his friends along for this ceremony of handing on the keys. And as we gave them the keys, we thanked them, and we shared a little bit of what the experience was like for us. And then we said a prayer over the family. Then they got to go into the house where they went with their friends, and they discovered that we left them some groceries, a broom, and some cleaning supplies. And our junior high kids had made them welcome home cards, which we strung along the ceiling. So we let them have their moment as we kind of gathered our last belongings to head back. When all of a sudden, we hear them singing. And I listened closely. We all got really quiet. They were singing a praise song, blessing God. At that point, we all walked very quietly and reverently to our vehicles, feeling like we were on holy ground, that in our efforts, Jesus had done something. Jesus had had an impact on this family. So for me, this was a little microcosm of what this whole parish is about. Or even like these 3 words I've been using a lot lately this year: live, grow, act. We were living the faith. We were praying every day. We were putting ourselves in God's hands. We were living by His grace. We were making an effort to stay faithful to the Lord in our life. We were giving of our money. I mean, it cost a lot of money to buy this building supplies, the gasoline to get there, etc. We were acting on the faith, putting it into concrete service to a concrete family, using literal concrete. This is what St. Simon and Jude is all about. This is why this weekend, November 19th and 20th, I'm going to invite us all to, during Mass, fill out our commitment cards. Many of you have already filled them out, turned them in during the collection or online. Thank you for that. But I haven't actually, I've only asked you guys to take them home and pray about them, turn them in as you're ready. But this weekend, we're going to do it. For those of us who haven't done it yet, we're going to fill it out during Mass, turn them in once and for all, because it is critical that you and I take seriously our responsibility to continue to renew our commitment to live our faith, to contribute to its growth here and to act on it in whatever way God is calling us to do so. And it has, because here at St. Simon and Jude, we impact real people. We are instruments of God's grace, of His work to save souls and to feed the hungry, to clothe the naked, to comfort the afflicted, to visit the sick, to pray for the dying, to bring conversion to sinners. Every week here at St. Simon and Jude, we have over 250 kids who are being catechized in the Parish Faith Formation Program, along with their 180, that represents 180 families. We're bringing communion to around 60 times in the month. We're bringing communion to the homebound. In the last month, Father Harold and I have heard over 300 confessions. In the last month, we've had around 7 funerals and, oh gosh, a number of weddings. I didn't write that one down. We've done like 7 weddings, 5 funerals, dozens of sick calls of those who were dying in the hospital and the nursing home. We're having a real impact on real people, and I want you to take that responsibility seriously. I need to keep reminding myself, along with our staff, and I want to invite you to renew your commitment this weekend. So that's all I have for today, and maybe you can enjoy some pictures of our mission trip now. God bless you.